Picture this. You're 12 years old. Most kids your age are worried about school, baseball cards, or getting home before dark. But instead, you're standing on the deck of a US Navy warship, sailing straight into World War II. And no one knows you're a child. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll understand how a boy became a decorated war veteran, why the government tried to erase his service, and why his story was almost forgotten entirely. And if you enjoy real military history told through human stories, subscribe now. December 7th, 1941. Pearl Harbor burns. Battleships sink. America is pulled into the largest war in human history. Across the country, recruitment offices are flooded. Men line up around the block. Some are eager, some are scared. All feel called. And among them are boys, not men pretending to be brave, but actual children pretending to be older. One of them was named Calvin Leon Graham. Calvin was born in 1930. In Texas, the Great Depression shaped his childhood early. His family struggled. School never really stuck. By the time he was 11, he'd already dropped out. When Pearl Harbor happened, Calvin wasn't thinking about college or careers. He was thinking about a revenge. Like many Americans, he felt something deeply personal had been attacked, and he wanted to fight back. There was just one problem. He was 12 years old. The US military required parental consent for minors. Calvin didn't have it, so he did something that sounds impossible today, but happened more often than people realized during World War II. He lied. He forged his mother's signature. He claimed he was 17. He memorized his fake birth date. Recruiters didn't ask many questions. America needed bodies, fast. In August 1942, Calvin Graham became one of the youngest enlistees in US military history. And just like that, a sixth grader was now a sailor in the United States Navy. Calvin was assigned to the USS South Dakota, a brand new battleship. This wasn't a support role. This wasn't training duty. The South Dakota was sent straight into the Pacific Theater, where Japan and the United States were locked in brutal naval combat. Calvin trained alongside grown men. He slept in cramped quarters. He handled live ammunition. No one noticed how young he really was. And if they did, they didn't ask. On the night of November 14th, 1942, everything changed. The USS South Dakota sailed into one of the most violent naval battles of the war, the Naval Battle of Guadalcanal. Japanese warships opened fire at close range. Shells slammed into the South Dakota. Explosions ripped through the deck. Fire and smoke filled the air. This wasn't a movie battle. It was chaos. During the attack, Calvin was hit. Shrapnel tore into his body. Burns covered his face. He lost teeth. He suffered serious internal injuries. But he didn't run. Instead, witnesses reported that Calvin kept helping wounded sailors, dragging men twice his size to safety at 12 years old. For his actions, Calvin Graham was awarded the Bronze Star and the Purple Heart, medals meant for soldiers, medals earned under fire. Eventually, Calvin's age was discovered, and when the Navy realized what had happened, everything changed. Instead of being celebrated, Calvin was court-martialed. At 13 years old, no parade, no benefits, no recognition, just silence. Calvin returned home, badly injured. He couldn't receive medical care through the VA because officially he had never served. He struggled in school. He struggled with work. He struggled with trauma that no child should ever carry. He later tried to re-enlist during the Korean War, this time legally, and he served again. But the damage was already done. For decades, Calvin fought to clear his name. Veterans groups supported him. Journalists uncovered his story. Congress eventually stepped in. In 1978, President Jimmy Carter restored Calvin Graham's honorable discharge. Some of his medals were returned, but not all, and for much of his life, Calvin lived knowing that his country had taken his youth and then tried to forget him. Calvin Graham was not unique. Thousands of underage boys lied to serve in World War II.